What's up, everybody? Friday, April 26th. This is episode 8 of The Journey Continues. I just wanted to talk a little bit about what's been going on this week, what's kind of in my mind, how my training's going, how I feel my progress is rolling along. And I think it's coming to a time where I could kind of say we don't need to really emphasize the layoff anymore because basically I'm back. I would say my strength is right on par with what it was prior, and size-wise, it almost appears that I'm actually a little bit bigger than I was prior to the layoff. Um, I definitely weigh more than I did. I was 200 pounds prior to the layoff. Now I'm sitting at 208. Some of it is definitely fat, some water weight, of course. But I'm seeing things at 208 that I really didn't see the last time prior to my 2011 prep, like towards the end of 2010 when I weighed 206. I look probably a little bit better at 208 than I did at 206. So I'm seeing some good improvements overall. So kind of the things I want to talk about on since that layoff these past 13, 14 weeks is that what I've noticed is as far as my training frequency and training volume. With my training frequency, it's actually been lower than it has been in a very long time. I've always been kind of a low volume, low frequency guy, but I'm training now every third or fourth day. Most of the time, it's every third day. On occasion, it'll be every second day. There's two reasons for that. The first reason is I just had a son about 5 months ago. That was the reason I had a layoff. Is I took the time to make sure I adapted to new family life, basically, and I wanted to make sure that he was taken care of first and foremost, and that make sure my significant other was taken care of and her daughter. So that was my priority, and still is my priority. Is making sure that's taken care of first and foremost, and then so now I basically train every third, fourth day because of that, just because I want to make sure I'm taking care of things at home. The other reason is simply by choice, and I'm seeing that okay, now if I'm taking 2, 3, 4 days off in between my workouts, my lifts keep getting better and better. My energy is really good, my motivation is really good, and I'm seeing my muscle fullness a lot better. My muscles are much fuller more often than not. So I'm seeing good things with that. And my way of thinking is okay, if I keep getting stronger, if energy levels are always good, if I'm always motivated, my motivation is at an all-time high right now. It's like almost I was in my early 20s as far as motivation when I first started competing. So that's been really good, and my muscle fullness is good. So if I'm seeing all these positives, why stop what I'm doing? Why switch what I'm doing? So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. That's training less frequently, having more rest days in there, and also keeping my volume in the gym under control. Meaning, when I first started the comeback after this layoff, it was work my way up to one heavy set, and then the following work, I would try to look to increase that load on that heavy set. Well, it got to a point where my loads were okay, starting to top out as far as how heavy I could go. Now it's like okay, instead of one set with the heavy loads, now I'm worked my way up to 3 sets. So the volume went up as far as the heavy loads. So that's the only real significant change as far as volume I made. But I think with the frequency where it's at, with enough rest days in between, I'm recovering really well with that, and I'm seeing improvements. So I was hitting one set with a heavy weight. Now I'm able to do the same weight for 3 sets. So I'm improving in that sense. I'm seeing good things so far with this style of training, and with this style of, I should say, this way of how much frequency I'm doing. And it just, I think, it's too hard for me to say how my prep's going to go, but it's more inclined to like, okay, if this is working, if this is doing me wonders in the off season where my calories are high, I'm in a surplus, why wouldn't it work when I'm in a deficit? It makes more sense to me, for me personally, to keep my volume under control, to keep my frequency under control, lower while in a deficit, because it's only going to have my physique looking fuller and recovering better in having more energy and better performance. So it's all starting to come together for me, and I really like the way I'm going. Now, with that said, I'm not saying that things can't change, because this sport is very dynamic, meaning things are always changing as far as what you do, what you need and don't need. So I'm always going to keep that open mind to know that if I need to make changes, I will make changes. So, but anyways, that's kind of what I'm thinking, what I'm seeing these past 13, 14 weeks. And I think I'll continue to improve. I'm not going to make any changes just yet as far as the frequency and the volume and all that. I'm going to keep it right here. If things start to change for me, where lifts aren't progressing, or I'm not feeling good anymore, then I may make a change. But it's hard for me to see that it's hard for me to see this not working a little while longer. So. But anyways, that's kind of what I've been thinking, what I've been feeling as of late. And so what I'm going to do is just throw up a highlight from my deadlift session. And also I'm going to throw up some photos from 2011. Because I know some people are new subscribers and new people. They're probably like, who's this guy? This in 2011. I'll throw some stage shots to show, hey, this is me. This is what I look like, and this is me now in 2013, after just 13, 14 weeks of being back in the gym. So I think that's about it, guys. And I'm really focused, really motivated, and I really want to sincerely thank you guys for actually watching these, because I know I sometimes ramble a little too much and they can get a little bit boring. But for those people who called me out and said my videos were boring, I'll leave you with this. And for those who like what you're seeing and you want to continue to see more, I'll leave you with this. Have a good weekend, guys.